Well, unfortunately, it seems like the biggest question I'm going to have for the rest of this series is who's going to win Finals MVP, Davis or LeBron, and it might be a tough one to figure out. Probably going to come down to the next couple of games as well, because at this stage they're both playing phenomenally. And although the Heat put up a valiant effort and they played very well, especially in offense, I thought they still managed to lose by double digits. Ended up losing by 10. I thought they had a slight chance. I mean, they couldn't have played much better offensively, in my opinion. But defensively, they just have no answer for Anthony Davis. I mean, we already knew that coming into the series, but we thought, maybe perhaps with Bam might be able to make him work for his points. But definitely with no Bam out there tonight, Davis was just feasting. 15 of 20 from the field, 32 points. And he only had one free throw attempt as well, so imagine if he starts getting to the line. Imagine if they just gave it to him more, which I feel like he should have demanded the ball a bit more, in my opinion. I mean, when you got Danny Green and KCP combining 3 for 19 from 3, you'd think that the opposition would have a good chance of winning. But no, it's not the case. LeBron and AD just go Super Saiyan. Put up 33 and 32, so 65 combined. 23 boards, 10 assists together. Just insane numbers. And that's basically what it comes down to. They're the best players in the series, and they play for the Lakers. The best two players are on the same team. And that's not a shot at Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's a great player, but I mean, he played one of his best games, I think, tonight. Put up 25 points, 13 assists, 18 rebounds. Got to the line, so he's not afraid of going inside and mixing it up with the likes of AD and Dwight and LeBron, but he just isn't able to do enough, because as much as he does, it just gets negated by LeBron, and LeBron just does it better. But yeah, they ended up starting Myers Leonard and Tyler Hero. I was not expecting that. I was expecting the Myers Leonard, but I wasn't expecting Hero. I thought they'd just start Nunn, just because he's a point guard, but I guess Hero can run the point as well, or just Jimmy. And I was quite shocked to see Crowder only ended up playing 28 minutes as well out of the 48. And he was actually shooting the ball quite well. He was 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown. But yeah, I think it was just mostly because on defense, Davis was torching him, just like he was torching everyone tonight. And Rondo's just been on fire. Rondo's been the third best Laker, I feel like, all playoffs. You got to make a case for KCP. I don't think he's done too much wrong. I mean, he had a very bad game 1 against Portland at the start of the playoffs. And his game tonight, especially on offense, wasn't great. But Rondo's just been exceptional. And one thing that the Lakers do that I feel like, which is really making the Heat struggle, is they just control the tempo. They control the tempo of the game. It's either LeBron or Rondo controlling the pace of the game at all times. And it just plays into their hands. For the Heat, they don't really have anyone that can control the tempo. It's just a bit of Jimmy Butler, but he doesn't bring it up all the time. And I feel like Hero is just a bit too young. He doesn't really, he can't really control the pace of the game yet. And then you got Olynyk. Olynyk actually played quite well tonight. Put up 24 and 9, 5 fouls, but you expect that when you're guarding the Lakers. But yes, sometimes his shots are just so out there that you just think, what sort of shot's that? He just takes these ill-advised shots sometimes, which leave you scratching your head. But he ended up shooting quite good. He was 9 of 16, 3 of 7 from downtown. But yeah, I was definitely expecting a bit more of Myers Leonard. He ended up starting and only played 9 minutes. So quite shocking. And Duncan Robinson, again, wasn't able to do too much. Had the worst plus-minus in the game, I believe. And yeah, he just needs to be better on defense. They just go at him all the time. And I think Spoelstra is going to just have to give up on the zone soon, because you can't play a zone against people like LeBron and Rondo. They just know what to do. They read it too easily. LeBron already sees the pass he's going to make before he even catches the ball. And the Lakers were just so efficient, especially from inside the arc tonight. I think there was a stat that they were like 17 of 20 from twos or something at one stage. They were just getting everything. And the Heat won the free throw battle too, which you think they definitely need to win to have any shot in the series, and they ended up shooting twice as many free throws than the Lakers, but it still wasn't enough. So yeah, it's going to be a real struggle for the Heat. Hopefully Bam comes back though, and they can make it a bit more competitive, because no one wants to see a finals like this. But yeah, it's not looking good for the Heat, and hopefully Bam will be able to come back. I kind of wanted to see Haslam check into the game tonight. It would have been a good one. I mean, he's got 6 fouls to use. He could use them. But yeah, the Heat shooters just can't get open as easily as they were against Boston. Lakers playing some great defense, especially from 3. But yeah, I wonder if what Spoelstra's adjustments are going to be, because he's definitely one of the best coaches in the league. I almost feel like when they play zone, they're just going to have to make the Lakers shoot threes and just leave them open from 3. I mean, I feel like that's the best strategy, because you just can't let Davis and LeBron go to the hoop all the time and get easy layups. Like, just leave the likes of Kuzma, KCP, and even Danny Green just open from 3 and just live off them sometimes. Just limit the amount of shots that Davis and LeBron get and just make the role players shoot more. I'd say Rondo too, but Rondo's been basically a marksman from downtown in this playoff series. And yeah, Lakers are just killing them on the boards. Davis is just too big. And we say it all the time in games, but it's about matchups. And you could say, if it was Boston, we might get a bit of a better series, which is understandable. I could see it, but at the same time, I think Davis is just going to feast on whoever came out of the East, to be honest. They don't have anyone that can match up against him. Like, who are you going to put on him? Tice, Tatum, Grant Williams against Anthony Davis? No chance. Just like with this Heat team. Hopefully they get Bam back, though, so they have a small chance of coming back. They've got to win 4 of the next however many games, and it's just too much. I think this is going to be over quite soon. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Make sure you leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and also subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.